Hey guys, Mr. Randall here again today. And for today's video, what we're talking about is we're going to review the distributive property, and then we're going to talk about the distributive property. And I know it might seem like a third day doing this, but trust me guys, we're going to get into kind of the important part of it today. Okay, so you'll get your quizzes code later. Make sure you go to this link for some more distributive property help. So if we look at what we know about the distributive property right now, is what we do is we would take, well, 6 times 11, and then 6 times 7. And then we could do those two products minus one another, and that would give us the correct arithmetic answer. Well, let's just follow those steps. So we would do 6 times 11 plus, or in this situation, it'd have to be minus. My bad. Yeah, there, guys. So we would do 6 times 11 minus 6 times 7. We would get then 66 right here, and then 42 right here. Well, now this becomes 66 minus 42, and if we did that, we would get 24 for our answer. So if you look at something like this, or let's say you didn't know the answer for 6 times 4. Well, you could break it up something like this, and you can get the answer you get the same answer just a different way. Okay? But here is really the important part, this transition we're going to make right now. While we've been using it to break apart multiplication problems, the most important role that it serves is in algebra, right? Algebra is where we always have this x right here. And as we may like him, we may hate him, but algebra, we're going to always be using an x like that. And if we look at this x minus 7, if I told you, find me the answer for x minus 7, or x minus 8, you wouldn't be able to do that, really. So if we were to do PEMDAS, you would get stuck right away, because you'd do the parentheses and say, I can't do x minus 8. Well, the distributive property is really nice in the respect that now we can't do x minus 8, but we can do 6 times x, and we can do 6 times 8, and now we can write an expression using those two products. We don't really have to do anything with this sign. All we have to do is kind of bring it down, because we won't be able to do 6x minus, and what we would get there, 48. Right? So we can't do 6x minus 48. All we can do is just write it 6x minus 48. So that's what our answer is going to look like. It's a lot easier, actually. You just need to know kind of the rules with x going forward from there. So we're just going to simplify this expression. So we'd use the distributive property. We would distribute 8 to the x and 8 to the 4. We would get 8x, since 8 times x is just 8x. Right? We're not even doing math here. We're just kind of writing that down. It's kind of a placeholder. But now we do know 8 times 4, 32. So now we would just have 8x minus 32. Okay? Now this is using old skills of ours here. So I want us to think about that. So we're simplifying the following expression. Well, I know if I look right here, if I have something with a number outside parentheses like this, that's a good giveaway that we're going to be distributing. So we would distribute what? I'll give you a second to think while we distribute, get your final answer. Pause the video, I'll keep going. Okay, so I told you that this is kind of a giveaway. But what we want to distribute here is the 5 to the 2x, and 5 to the 3. Okay, so now that's what we'll do. Distribute the 5 there. We're going to get 10x plus 15, and then we also have this plus 3 here, if we remember that. Okay, so we did the arrows here, and we would get, right here we would get 10x, and right here we would get that 15. So we have this now. Now we're going to combine like terms. As we see that we have x's here that we can combine, and that would give us what? 10x plus 3x would give us 13x plus 15. 13x plus 15. That is going to be your final answer. Okay. And I wonder why I have this baby giraffe here. What's behind him? Oh, it's your quizzes code. Okay, so let's make sure that we do the quizzes code. Put in that quizzes code, do the quizzes. Use our own name so we know who's doing whose. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a good rest.